I am Megan Fisher. I am in the graduating class of 2018 for the Indiana State Doctorate in Athletic Training program. Today I'm here to discuss advice, expectations of this program, and to encourage you that through all of the hard times and great times of this program, that it is so worth it in the end, and 2 years and your life is going to be changed. So I'm just going to go through and kind of give you some advice that I have been reflecting on and wish that I would have had, or maybe I did have, and I took full advantage of it, and am wanting to share that with you. So advice number one, I think after watching this video, of course, sit down with whoever you consider your tribe to be. That is, in my definition, your support system, the people that you will rely on to get through the toughest times and then to be by your side during the greatest times. For me, this was my family, my boyfriend to start off with, now husband. We got married during the program. And during the sit down, I would explain to them, like, this is going to take a lot of time and effort and energy out of me. I'm going to have some long nights, some early mornings, and there's going to be times where you're frustrated and you might not be the most pleasant to be around. I know that my husband has kind of been trying to avoid me for the last couple days. But these are the people that are going to help encourage you, motivate you, support you through this time. So it's good just to sit down and have that conversation and say, hey, if you see me maybe break down or see me that I'm not being the most positive about this experience, I need you to shake me, support me, and release me from whatever mode I'm in and get me ready to fight this challenge. So that's my first step of advice. For my second advice is to find a release. So find whatever makes you happy. It clears your mind. You can kind of just spend an hour. Maybe it's running. Maybe it is watching Netflix. Maybe it's going out on coffee dates. Something that can release you from the chaos of what life is, what this program is, so you can find balance in yourself. And so as long as we provide ourselves self-love and give us those days that we need, or those moments in time that just really take us back and we're so present in them, it just gives you that energy that you need to continue on during this time. So my advice number 3 is, if you don't already have one and you are like me, get a calendar or learn how to use your calendar in your phone. Before this program, I had never used an agenda, a scheduler, and it was solely because I just wasn't a very organized person, and I was able to remember the task of life in my head up until I joined this program in May of 2000, or I guess it was probably June of 2016. And then I quickly realized there are way too many task assignments, things that I need to do that I have to have I have to have a plan. So go out and go on Amazon, buy yourself an organization planner or schedule, and this will change your life. Advice number 4 is to find your purpose and write it down. So it's most likely the first week of classes and you are overwhelmed with all the new tasks and technology and all just the new exciting beginnings of this program. But sometimes you're going to feel down and you're going to feel like maybe I'm not supposed to be here, or I'm not good enough to be here. I know I kind of struggle with that at the beginning a lot and throughout this whole 2 years. But then I would reflect back and figure out what my purpose is and why I joined this program, and that would just keep me straight and keep me pushing. And so I encourage you to find your purpose and write it down so you can have a reminder when you need it. Number 5 is to reach out to your cohort and get to know them. It's hard, it is weird, especially if you're a distance student and you are about to spend a lot of face time on your computer screens with your classmates, and you might not know who they are. Your ages are all going to be different, but you guys have one thing in common, and it's the DAT, and that thing is going to keep you guys glued together for the next 2 years. And my classmates have been such a huge part of me being able to be here right now, about to graduate, because they encouraged me, they gave me advice when I needed it, they helped me out if I wasn't understanding an assignment correctly. So I just encourage you to reach out to your classmates sooner rather than later. Get a GroupMe going and take advantage of this common thread that you do have together. And then number 6, and this is advice that I learned, I guess I wish I would have learned a little bit sooner in this program, is be okay with being uncomfortable. A lot of times when you're uncomfortable, that means you're growing, that means you're in a new environment at which you haven't been in before, which is pushing you to maybe levels of discomfort and stress. But at the end of the day, once you're done with that discomfort, you now know something that you did not know before, or you are a different person because of it. I remember struggling so much going into the first DAT weekend and not having enough confidence in myself and saying, I don't talk professional, I don't have a huge vocabulary, and that's just how I am, and these people aren't going to take me serious because I don't know the biggest words to use in my sentences. And then I realized that's okay. Like, that is how I connect with my patients, and that is how I make my patients feel comfortable with me. And I've had people tell me that they admire the way I translate scientific language into everyday language, and then I tell them I admire how you can talk so professional in your presentations. And everyone is different, and everyone has their own strengths that sometimes they consider their weaknesses until they get to know that that really makes them what is special about them. So I encourage you to be okay with being discomfortable and know that if you have a weakness, it's okay, everyone does, and that just makes you who you are, and it brings variety into this program. Okay, so that's all the advice I have for you right now. I might come up with some more when I'm chatting, but I first wanted to just go over some expectations of the program, and what I've found out throughout these 2 years are like the main expectations from Dr. Emmerman, Dr. Gapes, and Dr. Powden. And the number one thing is that they expect you to give it your all. No matter what the assignment is, if it is a silly journal reflection that you just feel like, what am I doing reflecting on how I feel? This is not making me, or this is not teaching me new athletic training knowledge or techniques, so why would I need to put my effort into this? You're wrong. Every assignment that they have us do has a purpose, and it might not be obvious to you when you read the assignment description, but I promise you, if you give it your all, you're going to get so much out of this program, and they're going to be able to tell if you are half-assing it or not. So I've had a lot of assignments where, I have put in quite a bit of time in it and turn it in and feel good about it, like, yeah, they're going to like this. And then I get the reflection back, and it's like, Megan, you did not put in your full effort. This is not the full capability of what you can provide. And then I reflect back on, I guess, how I did the assignment, and it is true. I could have done more, and I could have been more invested in my work. It was just the lazy man's way out of the assignment, so I did it. And that's not the point of this program. Grades do not matter. What the point is that you are pushing yourself and challenging yourself on every assignment, and that's what it makes this so great, is that if you do this, you will get so much knowledge from all these assignments instead of focusing on the A+ material. Another expectation that they have, or that this program holds, is that not every assignment is going to be a straight cookie cutter assignment. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. A lot of the assignment descriptions are very vague, and at first that's very frustrating. It's like, how am I ever supposed to do anything right if you don't tell me what to do? And that's the point of that, is that we are trying to produce clinicians who think outside the box, who think differently, who use their critical thinking skills and find solutions to problems that don't always have a direct answer, because that's what athletics training is. There's no cookie cut answer for every pathology that you see, and how to handle situations. So you need to be able to critically think, and this program teaches you to do that, and at times it is frustrating, but it is so worth it at the end. And at the end of these 2 years, it is so clear to me why Indiana State athletic training holds the tradition of excellence. I am now leaving Indiana State, but I will forever be a clinician who wants to provide the best patient care possible, who seeks to find out new remedies and new treatments that are available for my patients' pathologies, and to continue to take hold of the athletic training profession and enhance it in any way possible. So I hope that this video was helpful. I wish you the best of luck in this program, and if you're already here watching this video, there's a reason that you're in this program. So push forward and be present in the daily assignments that are given to you. Thank you.